Dear students, let us try to solve this mass attached to pulley problems where three masses are involved. So in this case, I have made a pulley and I have attached three different masses. So M1, M2 and M3. So since mass M1 is attached to a string, so there will be some tension that will come into string. And since this string is same as that with which is attached to mass M2, so both have the same type of tension. So I will denote them with T1. And since mass M2 is attached to M3 with another string which is different from T1, so its tension T2 will act downward because M2 is attached to M3. And similarly mass M3 is attached to M2 because the string is same, so tension will act upward. So now there is another string which is attached to the fixed rigid wall, so there will be another tension which comes up here. So since I already used T1 and T2, I am using T3 here. So in these type of problems where three masses are attached, we have to know how the system is moving. So if I assume the acceleration is upward and here the acceleration is downward, so the problems becomes easy to solve. So we'll take all the masses one by one and we'll try to write equation of motion for different masses. So I will write equation of motion for mass M1 first. Okay, so for M1 this equation will be written. See, I will simplify the problem by cutting it into separate parts. So since mass M1 is here, M1g will act downward, tension T1 is upward, so acceleration is also upward. So from my previous video, those who have not watched my previous video, I will provide the link here, or otherwise I will teach again here how to solve it. So tension T1 is dominating over weight M1g, so you have to write tension T1 first, then subtract with the less dominating force which is M1g, and then you have to write equal to sign and write this mass M1 and multiply with the acceleration. So this will be my first equation. So for mass M2 I can similarly write, but before going further I will write all type of forces acting on mass M2. So T1 is acting upward and another force T2, since this mass is also attached to the mass M3, a T2 is acting downward too. So weight will definitely come downward. So since these two forces are acting downward, I will add them up, and acceleration is also downward. So if for writing the equation of motion, so since acceleration is downward, these forces will dominate. So M2g plus T2, I will add them up. Less dominating force is acting upward, since they are in the opposite direction, I will write with a negative sign, which is equal to M2 is the mass and multiply with the acceleration. So this will become my equation number 2. So for mass M3, similarly I will write a free body diagram, and you can see the tension T2 is acting upward as it is mass M3 is attached to mass M2. The weight M3g is acting downward and acceleration is downward, so this weight will dominate over T2. I can write M3g minus T2, which is equal to mass multiplied by the acceleration. So this becomes my third equation. Similarly, if you go up and see the problem, this tension T3 is balancing T1 and the tension on the opposite side. So you can write T3 is equal to T1 plus T1, this T1 plus this T1. So this becomes 2T1. So if you take equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4, and if you add 1, 2, you can easily calculate either of the tensions and acceleration of the system. So this is how these type of problems are solved. If you like this video, if you see the concepts are useful to you, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.